Oh, this is fun. Day two of a potential vlog habit. And there's so much I want to talk about that I've been sitting here getting my phone set up and it's early. Well, I used to not be a morning person and I don't think I am. It's before 8 a.m. The whole family gets up early now because of the baby. There's no more sleeping in. Sleeping in would be like 8 a.m. for me now. So I wanted to talk about how setting daily routines has so helped my mental health. Just to share the story, I love storytelling, and every so often, stories and anecdotes can help other people. I try not to be like instructive because it just rubs me the wrong way. Having grown up, if you've read my book, I grew up in this cult thing and had to preach and couldn't have friends outside the cult unless I was at least trying to make an attempt to preach. And so I can't stand anything ingrained or programmed, or and I should tell you what to do. So I'm going to tell my story because it helps me tell my story. And then if you see anything that you like about it or that rings true or that you want to try in your life, that is a cool way to live. Um, I am 14 months postpartum, had a baby over a year ago, and I had a really hard time postpartum. I thought I was going into it eyes open. I read about postpartum. I, I, I did everything I could to avoid it. Um, good, the mental attitude that I thought I had it in the bag, but I don't know if I had postpartum depression. Was never diagnosed, but I had eh, incredible anxiety, insomnia, worry, upset. Um, Basically, I think my nervous system was fried. So call it PPD, the depression, call it PPA, the anxiety. What I do know for sure is that my nervous system was fried from the birth experience, which I've written about but I haven't shared yet, um, to this little person creature that's dependent on me, my whole body changing, like everything changing, my relationship dynamic changing, not working anymore. So in January of this year, I started setting more daily routines. And I am seeing if this vlog thing might become part of my daily routines. And another thing I've learned is that with my baby, with reading about developmental growth as a small child, as a literal baby, they love routine. And I don't mean love routine like the way that we love something as adults, like I love this concert or I love this coffee, this coffee. Um, but to have a routine with a baby, to have the same sort of thing that happens at, oh, I think the sun's going to come out and be in my eyes again. Oh well. Um, to have a routine with them, like bedtime. It's the same order of things of change your diaper, get your pajamas on, brush your teeth, read a book. I'm even finding read this book or have these two books to choose from, and I can see the comfort that he has in what is known, because as a baby everything's unknown, and of course the brain's not developed yet, but there's this level of discomfort that I have found with the unknown. And being early postpartum, it was all unknown. It was nuts, right? Like I'd held a baby once, my niece, Darla, I love you. Um, when I think I was 17 when she was born. I'd never changed a diaper. These are minor things, but it also goes to show you how much I had not been around babies. So everything was new. Things kept changing because the baby just develops and grows so quickly. My nervous system was fried, which for me means it was pretty easy for me to get set into a fight or flight response. So I would be in flight, so like shutting down, withdrawing, depression, sadness, cold, feelings of isolation, which is brutal for me. Um, or fight where it was like everything felt against me. And I do mean everything. Maybe my partner was acting against, maybe that thing, like I was just so full all the time. And having this morning routine now where I get up before the baby and dada and I make my half calf decaf coffee and I leave the house. And maybe I tootle in the garden. Maybe I read a little bit. I do like to play with oracle and tarot cards, and I'll pull a card for the day and just think about whether or not, again, like I don't really like to be told what to do by inanimate objects, especially, or superstition. So to pull a card and then feel, does this ring true? Does this feel like, does this feel true? And then it's a exercise into my intuition to even explore, does this card feel true? So I'm not saying that vlogging often slash almost every day slash maybe every day is going to be like one. It's, I don't think it's the vlogging that's going to be the practice that helps. I think it's the daily routine. Even just, you know, having the first bit of my coffee and sitting and thinking, oh yeah, I have this space. The sound in here is good. I know the baby's not going to run in. I'm not distracted. Sometimes the sun's in my eyes when I do these. And the comfort of a routine, even as an adult. I'm in my 40s. I'm definitely not a baby with a developing brain, but these little bits of routine are amazing for me. And I have found, because today's Saturday, and some Saturdays I've broken my routine and I've gotten up with the baby and dada, and I can feel like there's this sort of, oh, I missed out. Oh, I'm having my coffee with them and they're amazing and they're the two people that I love the most in the world, but I missed my little bit of time with myself. So that's all I'm here to say and to reflect on today is routine helps. And it doesn't need to be rules or I need to be careful that it doesn't get into like I should or I have to. So I'm being very careful with how slight, how minor my routines are. But it's one of the things that has noticeably, deeply, greatly healed my nervous system responses and increased my mental health. So that's what I'm reflecting on today and expressing gratitude. Thank you, Jessica, for setting up these routines. Thank you to my partner for the support in this matter. And here's another routine, and it's pretty fun, and the sun is behind the clouds, so it's like kind of in my eyes today. And we'll see you on this channel next time I'm able to do this, hopefully tomorrow. But if not, so this is the thing about setting up routines, is you got to go easy on yourself. It takes time. I did a 40-day yoga challenge back in the day when yoga was so popular, and there were studios everywhere, and I had time. My 40-day yoga challenge, and they would always say, it takes 40 days to set a habit. So I mean, I don't know. I've been quoting that. I have no idea if it's right or wrong or whatever. I don't think that if I got to like 38 days of a daily routine and then I missed a day that I have to like restart over. So I don't want to be like literal on that sort of thing and rules and all of that. Like, oh, you failed, you didn't get your 40 days. It's the intention. It's the intention towards a daily routine that helps it develop. And I don't know how long it took for me to get into the morning routine that I'm in now, but it was, I'd say it was at least a month. It was over the span of 2 months. I also quit Instagram, which was amazing. Okay, lots of love. See you next time I'm on here.